Ready for love.
Always ready.
Oh, we got it here. I feel good because I'm back in my days now. You know what I'm saying?
I wasn't even born.
Listen. We didn't ask you if you wasn't
How's
born.
that possible? We're about the same age.
We didn't ask you if you wasn't born, trying to make us look old. But we got the freestyle hits. The girl, you know what? It's funny. Like we said, it's a couple.
Yeah.
It's a couple.
I know they be singing.
A real couple.
I was always going to ask that question.
Because we real.
Let's get something straight. We normally don't say we're married.
Yeah.
Right.
Because we're solo artists.
Yeah,
we
work
happen
together.
To do some songs
Some projects,
connections.
But she does her thing, I do my thing. It becomes a little bit complicated because we're so married, and as a married couple, people tend to take things a little personal.
Right,
Sometimes you forget about the business because that's your wife. Somebody says something about. So for us, it's better to avoid problems.
Right.
So
and we know how to keep it separate.
Right. So we keep
business.
And that's business.
From that second that we start doing business is only business.
She runs the business. It's a funny thing. She runs the business. Oh, wait a minute. She runs the house too. Never mind.
I was going to say, she runs everything.
Never mind. I was trying to give myself a point there, but she run it. Yeah. So,
but it's nice that you guys, and then this song that you guys made together, what made you collaborate?
Which one?
On this?
The Try or
the one you were just playing? I'm ready.
Get Ready?
That was her idea. It was her record actually, and she was like, I think this would be good as a duet. So when she sang it to me, I was like, that's a grown-up song there, lady. and after, we talked. And
I sang him the song and asked him what he thought, and he liked it, and I'm like, yeah.
Let's go. Let's do it.
We went in the studio and did it.
And it's a pretty good. I just muted my side, I guess. We're having a little. Check the speakers, a little echo. Oh, we got the electric gate over there making noise. We thought it was the sound out here.
Hey.
It's Halloween. It's spooky night. That's what it is.
I should have worn my costume. I see you with your costume. I should have.
We got a little panda.
Came in here dressed up.
We call it. I'm the Kung Fu guy, so we call it Kung Fu Panda.
Nice.
I'm gonna put.
So I guess we would be ball and chain. Nah. Hey.
When I had to put my Kung Fu jacket on.
Nice.
But that's a jacket though.
Yeah. I admire this jacket. There's a story behind it, but you want to find out the story, I'll text it in Facebook or Twitter.
It's a real good story.
You got to find out why I have this jacket and why it's so dear to me. But right now, it's not about us. It's about the freestyle. Bringing it back. One thing that I just said, bringing it back, that gave me a good question. How does it feel that so many decades later and people still love freestyle?
I mean, I think people here in New York have a misconception about freestyle. New York radio doesn't play freestyle, but the internet was a gift and a curse. The internet has made freestyle available for people all over the world, but then it also ruined it because it's so hands-on now. Right. So major radio stations are not playing it, but freestyle music is still alive and kicking. Yep. This year, in the last year, I've been to South America with the original TKA, Tony and Angel, my partners. Much love and respect. We've been to Brazil this year, sold out. We went to I can't even remember what was the Bolivia, sold out. And people still actually come to the airports. So it's not
like
dead.
Here.
It's just
over
New
there,
York City is just.
They come out, they wait for you to get off the plane.
Yeah, it's still a great feeling.
And they want autographs.
And in reality, a lot of the groups most of the major freestyle acts are still performing on a regular basis 30-something years later. Right. We've been doing it, the original TKA have been doing it a lot, from the beginning. Because we were the beginning, in case anybody's confused. But, it's a godsend to still be able to do it 34, 35 years later. And now I get to do it with the woman that I share my home with, my life, my bedroom, our family. So that's a pretty cool thing.
That's cute. I like that, man. I like that. That's some goals right there, man. I'm trying to find me a wifey that we can hold down, do business, and at the same time, then we got.
And it's it's a nice thing where I can see that. You know, because I'm myself, like, you know, my public relations and my, now she's starting to be my agent as well.
You take notes.
My wife.
Take notes.
And
Rhea, I know you're watching.
They're all,
it's a lot of work, but it's good to back
when you
each
work
other
together,
up.
in a sense that everybody's always going to go all out. Because she wants the best for me, I want the best for her.
Exactly.
You know, and still, you know, I work with my wife. She does her solo projects, Aina. Check out Aina Music. Yep. She does her solo projects. She's got 4 albums under her belt. And it doesn't interfere with my work with my partners, Tony and Angel, original TKA. And it doesn't interfere with nothing. We, you know, one thing is on one side, the other thing is on the other side. So
it's good, like you said, like a lot of the radio stations don't play it, the freestyle music and stuff like that. Shame on you guys, because it's still live and it's burning like desire. You know, I don't want to say the word, you know, because it sounds like I'm singing a song, a freestyle song out there. But you know, I had the ability and honor for this whole summer to meet half of my idols from freestyle, Cynthia, George Lamont, and you know, so forth and so forth, especially at the baseball, celebrity baseball. So it was honored to get to meet them and say, you know what, some of your songs got me through some, you know, difficult times, you know, and I listened to that song.
I attest to that.
Yeah.
I'm the same.
Back in the days, we didn't talk to a girl. We just like, here, listen to this song.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Listen to this song. Maria. Yeah, go ahead, listen to that.
Here's what I want to say, right?
You know, that's what I want to say. Yeah. But freestyle song was like that for me, you know. It's like, you know,
freestyle songs are like love songs with a tough beat and some good synthesizers, you know, chords. That's what freestyle music is. Yeah. Your heart on wax. You know,
right there.
But you guys, I call you the dynamic duos. You know, like you're doing a lot. You have a son that's an entrepreneur.
Yeah, man.
You know, thingsbyeli.com. Check him out if you haven't.
You know, you got to check out his stuff too. Amazing kid. I had the opportunity to sit with him and talk to him out of the.
He actually came on the show before them.
Yeah,
twice.
I had to bring him back. I had to bring him back again. I'm like, no. This boy has to come back.
He's doing his thing.
So he's doing his thing too. Yeah. And then I guess seeing you guys building that way gives him more power. Right. Now, when other families see you, what is the like? I guess the orb that you want to bring out to people.
Well, I'm hoping that other families take it like, wow, that family works together, they play together, they achieve together, they strive together from the youngest to the oldest, you know, and to show them that anything is possible. Right. You know, you have a little kid, a young gentleman that started his own company at 9. His mother and father have, since he was born, been traveling around the world, and he's fortunate enough to have seen a lot of the world at a young age.
He's traveled with us through concerts, major concerts.
And for him to just not be a spoiled little brat and to say,
very humble kid.
I want to do something, but I want to do it on my own.
Right.
And what else, you know, as parents, we admire him. And when other families look at us, I hope they admire that, the enthusiasm that our family has. We always, when you see us a lot, especially lately, we're always together, we're always smiling, and we work hard. There's not one day we work less than the day before, because, you know, you can't stop. That's the only way to achieve anything. And as a family unit, we refuse to stop until the day they close the casket.
Anymore, right?
You know, I'm not breathing, then it's all right, then I rest. But while I'm alive for a short period of time. So my family, but we die forever. So let's make the best of that little bit of time. 100 years is a blink in time, you know? So let's go for your goals, reach for your goals. We could do it. Anybody could do it. But always remember, have your families back.
We've been seeing each other a lot, like in the places that I go to. I'll be like, oh, okay. The last time we seen each other was the Cancer Gala.
The Cancer Gala.
You guys got to watch that video coming out next week, the Cancer Gala. My wife had the opportunity to be hanging with your wife. They were sitting around, and when we got home, my wife was like, oh, they're real cool people, you know, like, because it's nice to talk here, but what they don't see out of the camera, it's what you're getting here is what you're getting out of the camera. Sometimes you don't get that sometimes, but with them you do. And I always enjoy, and especially enjoy speaking to your son. He always asks me martial arts questions. And I'm always asking him business questions, like, what are you doing? What are you know?
Maybe we can learn. The LDM show can learn from Eli.
Hey, you learn from every single person. If you don't learn from someone, is that you're not listening.
Exactly.
That's what I gotta say. You know, because everyone has something to teach.
Every human has a lesson to be learned, and every human has a lesson that somebody else can learn from. So.
Yeah, we're going to take a short break because I want to hear another song of yours. Track 2?
Try?
Yeah. So tell me a little bit about that one.
Well, that was the first duet we did together.
Right.
I'm signed to SGR Records, who's distributed by Island Def Jam. And so they asked me to do this song. When they gave me the track, I said to him, let's try to do a duet to this song. And he said, sure. So we collaborated. It turned out great. So we submitted the song. So it was
actually a solo song?
It was a solo song.
Both songs were solo songs. They were hers.
But I had this idea. I said, you know what? Let's try this. And it worked out. And when we submitted it, they said, we absolutely love it.
I have to say something, though. Writing a song with her could be really stressful in a good way. She's so secretive. Like, I'll go, let me see what you got. No. Go to your room, write your part. We know what the song is about.
I want him to work on what he feels and what he thinks might be best fit for the track. And if he hears me, then he's just going to go with that. And I don't want that.
But she already had the concept and the idea of the song. It's like, I love, hate you. You know, that's the only way to say it.
So when he comes back to me and says, okay, this is what I want, I say, well, this is what I have. So we have to work around this. And then we work from there and we put it together and it worked.
Yeah, so it's a love-hate song. You know.
Ooh, that's good.
And it's an everyday thing. You love somebody and then sometimes you hate them, but you love them.
Like the song says, I want to hold you, I want to keep you near me. Get away from me. I don't want to talk to you right now.
I want to bang his head sometimes. You know,
she wants to kiss me too.
Right. So.
Because you're upset.
That's a real marriage.
Yeah, because you're upset doesn't mean you don't love the person.
So let's give a shout out to Yuyo MC, who's
he was the producer of both tracks actually. Yuyo MC out in California, my brother.
All right, well let's hear this, and y'all judge for yourself if you love to hate it or you hate to love it.
Yes.
Right. Let's hear it.
Give me one more try. It always ends up like this, a hit or a miss, goodbye or a kiss. It's either farewell in May or I love you in June, whichever's too soon. But oh, how I hated to love you, and oh, how I need but don't want you, and no one knows what I go through to hide all these feelings inside.
Keep on fighting,
keep on fighting,
keep on fighting.
Sometimes I need you. Give me one more try. Back up off me,
my one and only.
Stop and hold me. Give me one more try.
I only hope you could see what you mean to me. Now it's just a dream. So tired when you walked away, then begging to stay. No more for today. But oh, how I hated to love you, and oh, how I need but don't want you, and oh, no one knows what I go through to hide all these feelings inside. my one and only. Stop and hold me. Give me one more try. Nice to meet you. Great to leave you. Sometimes I need you. Give me one more try. Back up off me. My one and only. Stop and hold me. Give me one more try. Give me one more try. Keep on fighting. Keep on fighting. Keep on fighting. Tears I have inside. Nice to meet you. Great to leave you. Sometimes I need you. Give me one more try. Back up off me. My one and only. Stop and hold me. Give me one more try. Nice to meet you. Great to leave you. Sometimes I need you. Give me one more try. Back up off me. My one and only. Stop and hold me. Give me one more try.
Hello and welcome back. Right here to the LDM show, freestyle time.
Ooh.
You know what I'm saying?
Freestyle Thursdays.
You know, listening to the song, and I watched them perform it on the Cancer Gala, and it was so funny because when they were, you know, he would bring her in and then push her back. You know, like, I want you. No, I don't want you. I liked that, you know, that little things you guys were doing. But again, you guys, like you said, it was a solo song, but you guys put it together.
Yes.
And the rest is history, because I like the song.
Thank you.
I really, really love the song, and it tells the story.
Which gave us the idea to do the second song.
Gave her the idea. I had nothing to do with it.
The second
That's
song
all
was
her.
a
See, I
single
like that this is
also.
a credit. He's like, yo, I just
I-
was featured on that
always
shit, man.
does.
You give credit where credit is due.
Yeah.
You know,
And behind the scenes, soon we're going to be having behind the scenes on the app. I'm working on that bug right now. But Jose was asking a couple questions, good questions, but you got to ask them for the fans too, man.
I gotta ask it live because the question I had: how did you guys meet? Did you guys meet through singing, or how'd that work?
I guess it's a mixture. At the time I was living in Florida, in Orlando.
Okay.
I'm from New York, Spanish Harlem, born and bred. But I was visiting, and I was ready to go back, and a friend of mine told me, let's go see this TV show that they're filming. It's a music show.
Okay.
I've been there before. I went, and I saw her for the first time, and for me, that was it. So the funniest thing that, for people out there that don't know, you know, I introduced myself, whatever, so I told the people there, like, nobody's leaving till I get her number. I said, somebody lock the doors, but it didn't quite work out that way. But it's still, I mean, when things are meant to happen, they're meant to happen. So
Right.
the show was over, and me and my friend left, and I waited in the corner up the hill from the TV station.
And here
half
I am
hour,
telling my manager, oh God, there goes that
half hour. I see her coming out, and I was like, you know what I didn't think about? I told my boy, I said, how about if she walks the other way? And I was like, damn. All of a sudden she starts walking. I was like, yes. So we start talking, and she had a performance. She had a show that night, and it happened to be where my mom lives. So I was like, I'll meet you there. You laugh? I was there 2 hours before the show, waiting on the steps for her to get there for nothing. Because when she got there, I forgot her name.
Oh, man.
And that was the killer, because I said,
I said, I'll never forget your name.
I said, you cannot be serious, because I knew who he was. And I'm
Yeah.
like, you cannot be serious. Like, don't play games with me. What do you want? You know, basically.
So-
So I'm like, all right, I'm going to ask you one question. He's like, anything you want to ask. I said, what is my name?
I was like, I got into the Ralph Cramden mood, and I was like, hamana.
Wow.
Yeah.
So she told me it again, and she told me a little trick to remember her name. So everybody out there knows, from that day, we hung out every single day for 3 months. No kissing, no nothing, as friends. We became friends. We became good friends. We spoke every day. We saw each other to see how we were doing. I never went back to Florida, obviously. And we actually became friends.
Wow.
And then finally, one evening, I took her to one of my favorite spots in the world. It's the Central Park Zoo.
Yeah.
I used to go there a lot just to walk by and to clear my mind. And it started raining, and we're walking. We get to Park Avenue, and all of a sudden, we kissed. Now, it's raining. I had no umbrella. She has no umbrella. And I started dancing in the rain. Now, I'm a grown man, so I'm not embarrassed to say it. I'm not ashamed. You know, it's the truth. So there was a New York City police officer standing there. And I ran up to him and I said, she kissed me. She kissed me. And he looked at me like, boy, if you don't move away from me, you're going to Bellevue. You're going to Bellevue. You're going to the nut house. But it's so funny because he looked at me and he actually did smile. Afterwards, he smiled like,
if I realized.
and I was dancing in the rain. And so literally, from the first day we met, we've been together. But we were friends for the first 3 months.
I'm gonna make a movie out this, man. This is a nice love story, man. I like this.
I mean, remember, but it's not always all love. But for the most part, for the most part, but
no
that's how we met.
Love, though. It doesn't.
That's how we met, and I think out of our whole relationship, it's going way past a decade now. The thing that I treasure the most is those 3 months that we became friends. Because without those 3 months, we wouldn't have what we have right now.
Yeah.
We had something to build on, and that was a friendship.
I like that because I think that's what happens.
So for all these young adults out here, you want to listen to this. You know what I'm saying? Become friends. Don't just jump into a relationship and then just jump in.
You need to learn what the other person is like.
Yeah, I know.
You can't.
But I have something to say
Thanks
too.
to my
But
mom.
if you're young, enjoy your life.
Yes.
You know, don't fool yourself into
rush.
thinking you're ready to settle down when you're 17. There's a whole world out there. There's a whole bunch of fish in the sea, even though it sounds corny, but it is true. You have shrimp, you have goldfish, you have octopuses. So, I mean, go out there, try the seafood.
I mean,
I mean, that goes both ways, you know. But sometimes you might find the right one at, you know, the first shot, you know. So
that's true. But you gotta do it tastefully, you know.
Tastefully.
Do it tastefully. Do it nice.
yeah,
get to
respect,
know the person and
respect.
And that's always, and be real. You know what I'm saying? Because back in the days when I dated, if I go on a date with a girl and she only orders a little tiny thing, I don't see her no more because I know you're fake. Because
okay. So,
I had a show, another show.
she had a record release party.
Yes.
It's the first time I'm going to meet her family.
Yeah.
They had no idea. So it was in an actual
We were
buffet
friends.
place, and none of us ate, but we were just friends.
I was starving.
still.
you were starving and you didn't eat?
And I said, you know what? I didn't eat the food that they bought everybody.
So we decided to take a walk in the Bronx. We were in the Bronx
And
somewhere.
I said, you know what? I can't take it. I'm hungry. Do you want to eat? He's like, sure. We go to McDonald's.
We stop at a McDonald's now. We've been walking
I
for
said to
about 3
myself in my
miles.
mind,
Talking, just talking.
What is the easiest thing to eat that I don't have to feel uncomfortable? I said, what do you want to eat? He said, I don't know, whatever you want. I said, let's eat French fries. We talk about it
So
too.
I learned. This is real. You can't make this stuff up. So after we start dating and we start going out and everything, she's eating like a beast. I'm like, what happened?
food.
What happened to that woman I met eating French
I
fries?
love
She said,
food.
I just didn't want to get nothing in my teeth. And you see it on the first time we eating
Right.
face to face. I was
But
like,
not the
oh
second
snap!
time.
I felt the same way.
Yeah. When you first do
So
that, like when
it's
you
the
order,
truth. What you said, it's just so funny, you know.
you
but
have to be real, especially nowadays, you know, with all this fakeness that's going on.
Yeah.
I be asking the little questions. All right, quick question. Your hair, no hair. Okay. Your nails,
Wow.
because there's so much fakeness
Yes.
going on. But, you know, my wife, I know her for 13 some odd years. We've been married for 2. And in those 13 years, we grew separately. Like, she did her business stuff. She was in the Philippines doing her stuff, traveling. I was traveling around the world as well. And so that serendipity part got us together where we said no more travel.
That's cool.
You know? And we lost contact for like about a year or so, like, because she moved. And I'm like, shit, what the hell's the number? And then for some reason, we wind up back again
When
talking.
it's meant to be, right?
And we said, if we would have got together 13 years ago, maybe 12 years or 11 years ago, we probably would have been broken up. Because we were still young, you know, young-minded. And we probably would have been pissed off at each other because one of us would have had to stop our career, you know? And
See, that's
why I
one
said-
thing I would never. I always
was
told them,
fortunate.
whatever you
Pause.
have to do, you do it. as a partner, you have to know what you have.
Yeah.
If, you know, because life is life and people do things, and I always told them from the beginning, if you're going to do something, you need to know that what you're doing is because you chose to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not going to kill myself because I know what I'm worth. If you don't feel that I'm worth that much, then that's on you. It's your loss, not mine.
Exactly.
Yeah,
So for years we've been together, and
Yeah, so like she went to do a show once, and I was somewhere. I think I was in Rochester, New York, doing a show.
Okay.
She was doing a show for Beatstock, you know, the big concert.
Yeah.
And somebody that was with me was like, "Oh, damn, that don't bother you?" And I looked at them like, they said, "How about if she meets somebody?" I was like, "Let me explain something to you. How adults think." If she meets somebody and she decides to do something, she's an adult. She's gonna do it regardless. All right. Now, if I decide to do something when I'm on the road, I'm an adult. Just know that whatever you do, there's consequences.
Yes, there is. Yes.
Okay. But I don't worry about that, because if you go around life thinking, "Oh, I don't trust you," then what fun are you gonna have? You know, like
what's the point?
What's the point?
Right.
what's the point of being with someone if you can't believe in what they want to do, or if they
And I
feel they
like
want to
that.
do
So-
something?
Someone once asked me, "Would you cheat on your wife for this lady walking by?" It's a person, not a friend, just somebody that I know. And I said, "Let me give you a great example. Why settle for 20% when you got 100% at home?"
Yeah, like they say, why settle for the quart of milk when you got the cow that can give you milk all
But
day?
if I would have used that analogy, she would have said, "Oh, so now
I'm a cow, right? Now I'm a cow. Oh, you just want to milk me. You just want to milk me all day now, right?
So I went with the other analogy, but it's true. Like, there's no one out there. My wife is sexy. She's hot. She has a wonderful career. She's successful. Did I mention she's hot? And and she's my best friend. I mean, this is adult. She's my lover, my best friend, my companion, my confidant.
Hey.
You know, like what else? You know, and the music is the proof of it all.
Keep it going, guys. Like I said, all the music that are going on, show the love as much as possible to all the singers that are coming up, all the independent singers, freestyle singers that are still giving us the love. I love it all. Keep it continue. Like I said, I'm glad that I got to meet you guys, and I can scratch one off of the bucket list of the freestyle singers because I finally met one of them. I think I got a couple more I got to meet, but you know, I love it.
So you guys know my partners Tony and Adrian been texting. They're unavailable to watch, but they know about the show.
Yeah.
And this is what they find funny. They send me a picture. They know that I'm doing the interview.
Yeah.
And Angel was Popeye today, so he sends me a picture of Hamburglar, and it said this would be AB. So that's my partners, guys. Yep. And they're both like just having fun right now. Saying, "I know you had an interview, but here you go."
Hey guys.
Don't forget to check out AinaMusic.com.
Yeah, I was
Don't
gonna say.
forget to visit us on Facebook.
Instagram.
Aina Music.
ABTKA. That's TKA.
It's
And
ABY.
yeah.
ABY.
And Instagram, you know.
And for Instagram.
And
And
don't
also
forget to
your
get the
son.
videos.
And your son.
Oh, my
At
son.
Things by Eli.
Things by
And check out their video. One of her videos will be on tomorrow at VidZone. Check them out.
Yes.
This is the LDM show. We'll see you in 7. Hey, you've been watching the LDM show? Let us know what you think about this episode. Hit us up on Facebook, Instagram, or Twitter. We value your opinion, so please let us know.